So I was watching Becky's pantry tour, her canning pantry tour down in her basement the other day. And she's so wonderful. I know you all know her and love her, but I'll link her down below. But she inspired me. She was talking about moving 2 to 3 items of everything she's canned up into her upstairs pantry. And that's awesome. She has plenty of room for it. And she is 9 months pregnant, so heaven help her. Everything she'd get upstairs would be great. I am not 9 months pregnant, fortunately, at 59. So I can come down here, but the weather is, starting to get kind of iffy. We've had a lot of rain this past week. Last year we had tons of snow. So what I don't want to have happen is I'm upstairs, it's 5 o'clock, 5:30. My husband says, "What's for dinner?" And I have to go out the kitchen door, down the stairs, across the patio, over to the other side of the house to come in the exterior door to get down here. I don't have an interior entrance to this. So I thought, you know what? I've been rearranging my pantry and my kitchen and making a little bit of room, and I have room for maybe a dozen jars. So let's pick a dozen jars that are going to be the most useful for me, that give me options that I don't have upstairs right now. So I'm kind of excited for the challenge, although there are lots of things I'm going to be sad to leave behind, as only for a day. So I think I'll be all right. So I'm going to try to pick a dozen. I'm limiting myself to a dozen. I'm saying that and I'm thinking, oh, Carter, you could do 15, but I'm going to limit it to a dozen. Okay? Hold me to that. 1 dozen jars that will give me the flexibility I need, that'll give me the answer to what's for dinner or what can I have for lunch, as I'm headed out the door and my husband's starving and can't figure it out. So I'm going to try to make that lunch issue easier for him. I'm going to try to answer the what's for dinner question, give myself plenty of options for that. And then the other thing my husband likes to do is walk around the neighborhood and he'll come home with somebody. Neighbors just, I don't know. Anyway, so I want to have something that I can just pull out of the pantry in case it is raining or snowing, or I need 5 minutes to go put on lipstick or whatever, instead of running out here and digging through chutneys and things. So I want to be able to handle that event as well. And then of course I can restock anytime. So it's not a huge do or die kind of deal, but it will be nice to not have to come out and down and around when it's kind of ugly outside. So I'll come back and show you what I decided on. So it may take a few minutes. I'm looking at lots of things, and right now in my head it's adding up to far more than 12. So I'm going to have to whittle that down, and I'll come back and I'll take you through a bit of my thought process and show you what I picked. So I think these are really my MVPs of my pantry. I love all my chutneys, but I limited myself to 1. I love all my sauces. I limited myself to 2. And all the meat. So I'm going to show you now what I decided to pick up. So let's start with things that my husband can just grab if he's hungry, or I can just grab if I'm hungry. I have him a chili. This is just a regular chili made with ground beef, no beans, and then a Brunswick stew. This is so good, it's ridiculous. I should probably take 2 of those up, but I'm just going to take 1 because this is kind of emergency use, really. Then let's go on to the other meats I'm taking up. So this is ham that I canned, and this is perfect in the morning. So if I'm going to make eggs, I love to crisp up a little ham, put that in there. If I'm going to make a frittata, it's just awesome in there. Maybe I'm going to do like a kind of like a corned beef hash, but I could use the ham because it has that same kind of dark smoky flavor. So I have some potatoes and brine in my freezer upstairs, and I can put the ham in there too, and I think that would just be delicious. I can make a quiche. We do a lot of crustless quiche. In fact, I did one this morning. It was great. I didn't have this ham up there. I had fresh ham, but this would be delicious. So this is going up for those kind of breakfast emergencies, right? Then my meats. See, now I'm regretting not picking a ground beef, but for now we're going to go with these. So this is chicken. Now I can use this to make some soup. You'll see I have some stock over here, but my favorite way to use this is really to make chicken salad. So I love to do that. I have everything I need upstairs. I don't always have apples, but if I don't have an apple, that's fine. I can use pecans and green onions, throw in some cranberries, and I always have mayo on hand, so that's fantastic. I could also turn it into, put some barbecue sauce on it. I have that upstairs, and make a pizza. I can make it into a barbecue chicken sandwich, so that's super versatile for me. And this one, stew meat. So my very favorite way to use this right now is a method that you are going to see in an upcoming video that I shot with Christine. I had Christine and her husband Rod over, and I made her cook because that's what I do with Christine. She had made some stew meat and she has not used it yet, so I wanted her to see just how easy it is. It makes it delicious. We used it as a soft taco, but I add this, and this is the reason I got 2 sauces, and the salsa verde, and heat it up just until it's heated through, put it in a tortilla, and then I can top it with some peach salsa. And if I happen to have any guacamole upstairs, that would be great, but if not, I don't really need it. So that is a complete favorite meal that always gets a thumbs up from my husband. And I can either make tortillas or I have some in the freezer. This one, so here's my one chutney I'm going to take. I love all my chutneys. I haven't found one yet that I don't like, but I always keep a little package of goat cheese and a pack of crackers in the pantry. So if my husband's out gallivanting around the neighborhood and invites somebody over, he just literally, they come with him. So I can always pull this out, put it with the goat cheese and the crackers, and be good to go. And let's do these 2 first. So I got my potatoes because we love those with everything. So I have some frozen burger patties in my freezer. I've got some chicken. We could do grilled chicken breast. I like these for breakfast with eggs. These are multi-purpose for me, and my husband, again, absolutely loves them. So anytime I suggest the smashed crispy potatoes, he loves those. So that's definitely going upstairs. This is turkey broth. So it's made with a combination of turkey and chicken. So that'll make any kind of soup or stew or gravy or whatever we might need. And then the last 2 things we're taking up, this is my beef meal starter. So this has chunks of stew meat and onions and garlic and tomatoes. So, and plenty of seasonings too. So this is all the flavor in a jar, all the flavor. I just need to either serve it like this, put it on top of rice or on top of noodles or with potatoes. I could serve it with these potatoes and just kind of drown them. It's delicious. So that is ridiculously easy, and I can have dinner ready in as long as it takes to make whatever I put with them. And then this one, this is my new fave meal starter. This is the Chicken Verde. We canned this together in October. I had not made this one before, but I love this. Literally, I took this, heated it up, put it on top of some rice the other day. It was so good. It needed nothing else. All the flavor was in the jar. So that is a super quick and easy dinner. So I figure I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know, 15 options now for dinner. And that ought to do me. So at least until I get a break in the weather, right? So like right now it's raining for the entire week. So I could certainly have plenty of options in addition to what I have upstairs in the freezer. So this was kind of a fun exercise for me. So I know that everybody doesn't have space to do this, and I certainly never did until now. I was climbing up in my husband's closet to reach, the ham and the shredded beef, and it was kind of crazy. But anyway, and this is fabulous down here, but it is not the most convenient and inclement weather. So I'm going to be very happy to have some things upstairs, and I'm really surprised I was able to narrow it down to my top 12. So I will let you know how that goes. So thanks for being with me today. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.